The Chilla game Parasocial turns the simple act of streaming into a suffocating nightmare once you realize that someone's watching you even closer than just behind a screen. All right, before we get started, what y'all think about the little Christmas lights? Like, let me know, because I think it's tough, and you better think it is too. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Nah, I know it's not much, bro, but I love my little corner, bro. It's cozy over here. It's cozy. It's minimal. I love it, bro. And I put the Christmas lights up. It's December. Christmas is like what, 13 days away now. I think it'll be probably like 13 days away once this video comes out. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Kelp, and you already know the drill. Go ahead and get you a kelp shake. It's time. Go ahead and grab you a bag of hot fries. Turn the lights off and let's get it. The game starts off with an alarm going off on your phone, signifying that you need to go ahead and boot up the stream. Yes, you play as a streamer in this game. Just like, well, not like me, I'm a YouTuber, or I'm trying to be. If y'all hit that like button, and just really quick, I want to just show y'all the atmosphere of this game, especially at night, bro. Like it looks fairly simple, but bro, it just makes the game feel alive. Like you can tell the developer, they put a lot of work into this game. And hold on, this our little setup right here. Okay, this is better than my setup. Nonetheless, man, you turn on your PC and it actually turns out that you are a VTuber. For those of you that don't know, a VTuber is somebody where they essentially use like an AI or some kind of software to turn their real face into like a animation kind of thing, I guess, or like a cartoon. I don't know. But yeah, it doesn't actually show your real face. It changes you into like a virtual character. Nonetheless, you are a small VTuber who's apparently shooting for 10,000 subscribers this stream. Like what the? Nonetheless, bro, you actually boot up the game Akamanto, which is another Chilla game, and they actually make it pretty similar to what the game actually is, because you're kind of playing a video game within a video game, and you're like controlling the camera and the game that's on the screen that's in the game at the same time. That's a mouthful. Pause. Anyways, you die in the game and the protagonist decides to go ahead and quit. So a viewer sends her a link to another game that's made especially for her. You click the link and you download the game. Not the smartest idea. Bruh. And listen, like I'm already knowing a lot of y'all would do that too. Y'all just clicking on links and stuff. You probably got a virus on your computer right now. Nonetheless, you boot up the first level of that game, everything goes smooth and you clear the level. That is until the chat starts going crazy, telling you that they can see your face. You look over to your second monitor and your freaking VTuber thing has been deactivated. Virus. Immediately. Not only that, but immediately after you turn off the stream, you get a message from an unknown number, and they tell you keep streaming the games I sent, otherwise bad things will happen. You then text your friend Asuka, and she tells you that y'all can meet up and talk about the whole situation tomorrow. Not too long after that, somebody rings your doorbell, and then they slide a note into the mail slot, whatever. I don't know, we don't have those where I live, but they slide a note through the door and it says, "I'm always watching over you." Then the scene cuts to the next morning where you fell asleep at your desk as you were trying out some new antivirus software or hardware. I don't know. If it looks like she bought a box of antivirus, so I don't freaking know. Oh my gosh. But your alarm wakes you up and it's trash pickup day. So you go ahead, bag up all the trash in your house, and you head out the door. And bro, at this part in my gameplay, I freaking like glitched through the elevator like straight to the bottom floor. Not only that, but who the freak is this? On your way to the dumpster to throw your trash in there, you get stopped by a police officer who's asking you way too many questions. He asks you, do you live alone? Which is already a red flag. So yeah, we don't like this guy. When you get to the dumpster, there's a weird guy that's standing there holding a trash bag, not saying anything or doing nothing. So you throw your trash in and walk away. As you walk away, if you turn around, you will see the guy go into the dumpster and take out a trash bag, which is presumably yours, and he just takes off around the corner. Like he runs like a 4 flat, bro. He walks a 4 flat. I don't know how he was walking that fast. Luckily though, Asuka arrives at your house finally, and she invites you to go out, and y'all gonna get out and y'all gonna chop it up. You gonna tell her about the situation. But look where y'all pull up to, man. Chilla's Coffee. legendary. If you don't know about that game, I'll probably go over that one too. So yeah, stick around for that. This is a restaurant from another Chilla's Art game, obviously. Just a really cool reference. I love it. It's exactly what it looks like in the other game, so that's pretty cool. As you're waiting on your order to finish, you just kind of get to go around and talk to all the people in there, except for one dude that's like sitting in the very back facing the wall, and he's in like a black hoodie. And as you're talking to Asuka, you can see him walk up and sit down at the table next to you, and he is watching you on the phone. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like the protagonist, but like you're playing the game, and kind of towards the end of the conversation, the guy gets up, he stands behind Asuka, and he kind of holds the phone, like he does this right here, holding the phone up and looking like, yeah, like he's making sure that that's the same person. Nonetheless, he leaves the coffee shop, and y'all do too. That's pretty much all that happens there. Once you get back to your apartment building, you get into the elevator, and this dude just freaking sprints into the elevator. Bro, he jump scared me so bad, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, he sprints into the elevator, doesn't do anything from there, and you just head back to your apartment. Right when you step in, you get that notification on your phone that it is indeed time to stream again. You boot up the same game. Well, it's not the same game, it's the next level of the same game, because remember that person texted you saying that you better keep playing or bad things will happen. So you're having to play the levels that whoever this person is created. Nonetheless, it's easy enough. You beat it, and you decide you just go ahead and take you a nice warm relaxing bath. It's a nice hot bath, just sitting there, just bro, you remember when you was a little kid and you used to take a bath and you used to like lay back in the tub and let the water like get your ears in the water? Good times. It's relaxing up until the point that somebody opens your door and enters your house. So you go ahead and get out the tub, get you some clothes on, but yet again, nothing happens. You see something creepy, you see something that really should, you know, cause something more to happen, but then it doesn't. It just cuts to the next day, and you wake up and you're thinking about the previous night. You see that you have a note slid through the door. It's from the building manager, supposedly. So you decide to go ahead and give her a call and ask if there's been any like history on the room, like has anybody ever died in this room or something, because you think the room is haunted. And then this lady on the phone talking about, oh well, if something weird's happening, it's probably just your imagination, so get over it. That's pretty much what she said, bro, basically. Nonetheless, you ignore it, I guess, and you go ahead and boot up the stream yet again. Again, it's another pretty easy level. It's nothing that's gonna take too long. But as you're playing the game, your TV cuts on out of nowhere, and then it just turns right back off. Despite that though, you kind of just shrug it off a little bit and you complete the game. But as you hop off stream to go look for something to eat, you notice that the remote is on the floor behind the kitchen counter. Nonetheless, as you get to the fridge, it's completely empty. So you decide to head out, go to the little convenience store and just get you some food for dinner tonight. As you walk out of your apartment, the building manager is outside, and she just like the police officer, is just asking way too many questions, asking if you got a boyfriend and asking why y'all broke up and stuff. I'm like, bro, can you mind your business? I'm paying you rent, bro. Just take the money and be happy. Anyways, you make your way down and you head across the street to the convenience store. And as you're crossing, this freaking black SUV, somebody who can't drive almost plows through you and kills you, because the speed that they was going, yeah, you're like dead on impact. Anyways, you make your way into the convenience store, and oh my goodness, oh, my bad, it's my bad, bro. This woman is ginormous. Like, she's like 8 feet tall, like probably at least 700 pounds. Also, through my playthrough, I didn't know that you could like examine the different drinks and stuff like this. I thought that was pretty cool. And as you see her leave, walking slow motion out the store, you see the guy in the black hoodie outside staring at you. And again, bro, he's just looking. He's not doing anything. He hasn't actually done anything to you yet. And this is like 35-40 minutes into the game. So yeah, bro, this is like slow burn horror at its finest. They do a great job with this. As you get your food and go to check out, you run into your ex-boyfriend, Rakia. I hope I'm saying that right. He claims basically that Asuka is like backdooring you and that he has evidence and all type of stuff, but the freaking cashier store manager guy, he kind of butts in and he doesn't let him keep talking. So you're kind of left on on a cliffhanger for a little bit right there. So you go ahead and head out and make your way home. But something that's like painfully clear is that this guy is following you. Like Chilla didn't like really try to hide it at all. If you turn around any, you will see this guy, he just straight up following you. Yet again though, bro, the guy doesn't do anything at all, but he freaking sprints into the elevator again. Like, what? This is the second time, bro. But I mean, that's like the craziest thing he's done. He hasn't done anything to you. You make your way inside and you immediately start getting messages from the unknown person, and they start to make you question everything. Like, can you trust all these people? Like, what about this? What about that? It's too many people in this game that's just asking questions, bro. Why are you making me question myself? But you remember that you saw Rakia in the store and he claimed that, you know, he had some evidence against Asuka. So you decide to unblock him and he sends you a picture of her talking to the guy in the black hoodie. You can't believe it, so what do? You go ahead and block Asuka. I would have personally like went and asked her about it first, or like at least texted her about it or something. Nina just straight up blocked her. She's talking about no questions asked, bro. Yeah, she wild for that. After a while, you start to hear some random tapping noise, and it took me so long to figure out where it was coming from. If you go into the last door on the left before the exit and look out the window and open up the curtains, there is the hooded guy standing right there looking at you. That's like my biggest fear ever at nighttime. If I go and like look out the window and have somebody staring right back at me, bro. Anyways, as you turn around to leave that room, the guy comes in from your balcony. Next thing you know, you're getting live chats from your phone and they're telling you that you need to kill him, and they said there's like a screwdriver somewhere. And while you're doing this, bro, the guy's footsteps are invisible. You can't really hear him, bro, but you will find the screwdriver in the closet and you have to sneak up behind him and stab him and kill him. Get him up out of there. Gone. He dead. Shouldn't have messed with me. You shouldn't have messed with Kill. My bad, y'all. I'm taking it too far. Yeah, I thought so. Anyways, after you get him out of there, you head out the door. Asuka shows up out of nowhere and she just like splits your stomach open. But you wake up only to find out that it was a dream. So that's a relief, because that would have been a crazy ending right there. I'm not gonna lie. That would have been insane. That would have been so abrupt. You realize that you need to go and consult with the police about this whole stalker situation. So you leave your apartment and you make your way down to the police station. Once you get there, though, oddly enough, the same police officer from earlier comes up behind you and he stops you from going in. For whatever reason, he suggests that y'all don't talk in the police station, but instead go talk alone at a nearby park. So already that's really suspicious, but at the same time, it can have you thinking like, bro, what if this dude just like really cares for real? Like, through my first playthrough, I genuinely had no idea. Like, they give you, it's so many different ways the game can go, like you really just don't know. You tell the officer about the situation and he tells you that unfortunately with no evidence, they can't do anything about it, but he offers to give you his personal phone number because he's apparently always close by, and that if something happens, you can call him and he can be right there, which again, you could take it either as he really cares or, you know, that's suspicious. And you have a bad feeling about the whole thing. So once you get back to your apartment, you go ahead and unblock Asuka and you tell her to come over. Luckily, she got off work early, so she's able to come over right away. Once she gets there, for whatever reason, you decide to hop on stream. What, Nina, why are you worried about streaming and you're being followed and like, bro? Nonetheless, as you're streaming, Nina decides she looks in your fridge and sees that there's no food in there, so she decides to run to the convenience store herself, leaving you there alone even though you didn't really want her to. You finish up your stream because you don't feel good about it. A pop-up comes on your screen and it shows videos of you inside your own home. That's a big fear too. Like, what if you go and like look on your computer or look on your phone and you just see videos of yourself sleeping? It's a wrap. But anyways, you get off the PC and you decide you need to call somebody, and it gives you a few choices. The right choice is to call Asuka. Anything else gonna pretty much get you killed or something. I don't know. You call Asuka and you hear her phone ring from the balcony. She ain't at the store. You decide to go out to the balcony and you go over to the next room over, the next room's balcony, and you see her phone on the ground. You decide to sneak into the next apartment to where you see 3 monitors all having videos of you, which are like the same ones that popped up on your computer screen itself. You go over to the wall and you see a bunch of pictures of you in your own house in different places, and it's just, yeah, this is a stalker's apartment. But you walk into the bathroom and you see Asuka in the tub, tied up. She's still alive, still conscious, and she tells you you need to get to the police now before the guy comes back. You jump out the window and you make it back into your own apartment. Now, when you get in there, the hooded guy is in your apartment. I guess he was already came back looking for you because he finally got your friend out the way, and you just gotta kind of sneak right past him and head out the front door. You make your way over to the elevator, and as soon as you press that button, the guy comes running, bro, and he is moving. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro, that mess was scary. But you head down the elevator and the building manager tries to stop you, telling you to go back to your room. So you ignore her, you run out the door because I'm grown. What you telling me to go back to my room for? And once you get outside, now this freaking police officer runs up and he's like, hey, I'll hear you out, stop right there, you know. And now everything's kind of coming together. You ignore the police officer and you run away, and he chases you, and this dude is moving. If you turn around, you're pretty much caught. You have no room for error there, so you have to run and beat him to the police station, to which the game ends. And yeah, this was a wild one, bro. Turns out there was 4 people in total that were stalking you, planning to kidnap you and do whatever. I don't know. Chilla's art games are fire. They hit hard. They're good. That slow burn, just building up tension, bro, with just creepy stuff going on with nothing actually happening until it does happen, and it just hits you hard at the end, bro. I love games like this. Chilla's art, I'm waiting on the next one. But that just goes to show, bro, you can't trust everybody. I mean, pretty much, especially over the internet. You never know who the person on the other side of the screen is truly. So be careful. Be careful when you use the internet. Be careful streaming. Just make sure you're safe. Make sure your passwords are secure. Don't be clicking on no weird links. I know how y'all get. Don't be clicking on links that you are unsure of. And just in general, stay safe on the internet, on social media, all that. So yeah, they teach good lessons too. Chilla's art. Just like Boba Bros. These games are just perfect for what I do on this channel. So yeah, a lot of fun doing that. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Nonetheless, man, go ahead and finish up that kelp shake you had. Finish up your chips. You can turn the lights back on now, or you can lay down and get your beauty sleep. Hope you guys enjoyed, and y'all have a blessed day.